Hello, welcome back to Let's Build the Belated 200 subscribers special. Today we are going to go over some of the retaliatory missions that I'm going to program for the USN and, excuse me, just as like a contingency option. Now I do believe, if I go to the operation planner, yeah, oh, okay, so I did not make, right, so that these are for the E2. Um, yeah. Oh, that's fine. We will go to the mission editor and we will add a new mission. We will call this this first one Airfield Retaliation. It'll be a strike mission. Land strike. It'll start out as inactive. And here we're not going to use aircraft because obviously they'll all need to be in defense of the whatchamacallit, the fleet itself. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me delete that because I should be making a task pool instead. So we'll call this one Airfield Retaliation. So what we can do for this one is set up multiple strike missions. So mission name, let's see, we'll call this one the Woody Island Strike. So we will, this is the thing, if I want to, I really wish you could assign multiple missions. I think the way I'm going to have to do this is, as much as I'd like to have all these pre-planned contingencies and stuff, the way I've noticed in the past is everything is assigned, or like once you add a unit to a mission, it removes it from other missions. So if we add, but with this, we know Woody Island airstrip, so we can add unit selected on map, and now we mostly just want to deny them the runways. Obviously, hitting some of these other things could be very advantageous, but ammo, shelter, avgus, yes, yeah. So we're mostly just interested in hitting the runways. Oh, that made them all hostile, but it's not a active mission. Oh, is it because I? Okay, unfriendly. Okay, at least I can turn them back. So that's good to know. I don't have to reload, or at least I don't think I have to reload. And if we go back to the mission editor, debating. Oh, this didn't do what I wanted either, because I wanted it to go through. I thought it would. Oh, maybe I have to do it. Is it a package that I have to do? We'll call this Woody Island Strike. Okay, yeah, here we go. Parent pool airfield retaliation. There we go. So it's the package. Can I assign these into the task pool? Maybe? They're still on Taiwan. Freedom of Navigation Patrol. Okay. Okay, so that did not go. Oh, this is what's available, right? Yeah, so I think they're there. Currently, this unit can be assigned to multiple missions. Huh. Not quite sure what happened there. We will again add this and remove. Alright, so now we can add another package to this. And we'll call this Hainan Island. Strike, land strike. Airfield retaliation, there we go. Now we have 2. Why do you have 20? Oh, because I pre-selected it. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Targets destroyed. Continue mission. Sure, why not? Anyways, we have... let me put a pin in that. I thought I had fixed these. No, I did. Wait. No. Oh, so they're at a single unit airfield, so whoops. Well, we can delete you. Yes. Yep, there we go. Alright. That's what we call, my bad. Now we can delete you, because we didn't garrison units there. Again, airbase, this is the airbase. Okay, so that should clean things up. Should make the simulation run a tiny bit faster, too. Okay, so... do I still have 2 air bases down there? I do. It looks like I goofed here, too, and selected the wrong one. Oh, damn it. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now they will obviously see these missiles coming. Okay, I still have 2 air bases here. I do not... Oh! Okay, I guess they shared this, but this is a naval base only. Motherfucker, I can't, oh, that's gonna be so annoying. But it looks like these guys, like, share a runway. But since I didn't garrison any units in Ledong, fuck them. It's just gonna be, follow northeast. And honestly, some of these basically share the same facilities anyways. So, meh. Kind of redundant. Yeah. Actually, if I select all... Can I... Wait, what the what was that? Okay, I think what I can do here is to expedite this a little. Yes, delete 29 units. There we go. Ledong. There. Problem solved. Okay. So now they... I don't know if some of these have... Do they have built-in air defenses? They do not. That's interesting. And I wouldn't have deleted air defenses from Hainan Island. Import export units. Let's see here. We have China. Yeah, it just adds airbase. It doesn't add air defenses. So I guess what I will do is I don't think the Chinese are going to be stupid. They would have set up air defenses. So I will set up a couple air defense systems, which will obviously impede our strikes. But I'm going to go off. We're only going to target air bases because those are going to be the immediate threat. So now if we hop back over to the US side, we can finally select the 4 airfields. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't... There we go. Alright, so that's what that pop-up was. Now we can go to the mission editor. We can add the selected units. And we'll remove anything that's not a runway. So auxiliary runways, runway length, taxiways, we will hit those so that way they cannot be used for takeoff, but otherwise our most efficient use and for their survival is just denying them the runways, because even if they repair them in an hour, we can be pretty far away in an hour. I mean, that's like, what, 50 miles away? So that gives us time. And obviously you gotta prep and stage all those aircraft too and stuff, so... There we go. So that's gonna be their target. And, yeah. Let's see here. This is actually going to turn into an interesting mission, I think. With a lot of missiles flying both ways. Okay. And finally, if I switch back, we will say they have, you know, intelligence and stuff, so I'm curious. I think that hypersonic weapon only goes, I don't think it goes that far. Whatever I gave to, actually, is it only the Virginias that have that? Did I give anyone that? It's not the main battle group. Maybe it's, Alright, scenario editor. Weather affects ship speed. Affects the terrain advance. Realistic subcoms off. There we go. Okay, whatever. Let's do what step? That did not do what I wanted, so let's switch to God's Eye View. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, I did not. Oh, I give him 2 different types of tomahawks for some reason. 3 different types, actually. Oh, 2 different types, I don't know. But I swear to God, I thought I had given someone... I thought at least the future surface combatant I gave a handful of weapons. I thought I gave the future surface combatant a handful of here, midway. Of hypersonics. Did I not do that? Oh, you know what? Maybe my, I bet. I wondered, did I omit it on the reasoning that that would make sense. If I omitted it on the reasoning that, hey, we aren't doing land strikes, but we kind of are. The scope has expanded. We'll add amount. What's it? Oh, I don't even know what it's called. Common payload. Here, IRCPS. This is what I want. Yeah, ballistic missile. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, yeah. So I can't... That's why I removed it, is because I can't use it. It is limited to the academic and professional versions for now, for whatever reason. What is the range on this? Well, I imagine it's decently far. 2,000 nautical miles. Yeah, so... Okay. So that probably would have been within range of... maybe just within range. At the very least, we could have hit that base. Because my plan originally was to use our limited hypersonic missiles to kind of strike at their bomber bases, just to see if they could actually... And I'd give the bomber bases, like an S-300 equivalent, whatever the Chinese got. So they would have at least a chance of shooting down those missiles. But, apparently that's not going to happen, so with that in mind... Oh yeah, here they have a ton of SAMs set up, so at least for the mainland they're set up a bit. Let's see here. I can turn God's Eye off now, I suppose. Or, oh, it was on per side? Whatever. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But, where are our bases? So I imagine these 2 bases up here probably house most of their shorter range aircraft. Yeah, these guys operate a handful, maybe? Yep. And then these guys... Okay, we have another duplicate here. So let's... delete both of them because they are both immaterial. Because I don't have any units at either of them. Cancel. Yes. Ah, for our... I guess it just can't handle deleting a group and a non-group. There we go. And these aircraft are 0. Are they further inland? I thought we had more aircraft in the Chinese side. Order of battle. By type. Satellite facility, ship, aircraft. Okay, we still have a shit ton of aircraft, so. But, you know, I should have left that there as an alternative return point, but oh well. Alright, so with that being said, we'll have one last mission for Mainland Strike, so we will go into the editor for that. And honestly, this is taking so long, I think this episode is just going to be for the land retaliation strikes, so we will add a package. Mainland Strike. Land Strike. And now they will have a couple targets. Let's see. We want you. Nope, not you. Rather. Damn it. Okay, we want you. I like how we can apparently see whether or not some of these bases have aircraft in them. I guess we do have satellites overhead, so I guess it makes sense. We have you. And we have you. So I think these are going to be our selected target list, which we will again trim down. Okay, so remove selected. Remove selected. We got hangars, revetments, tarmac spaces. Remove those. Ammo shelters, avgas, runway access point. There's another runway. Underground shelter, bunker, avgas, remove selected. Control tower, runway grade taxiway. We will remove that. Honestly, I wonder how many Tomahawks we even have in our fleet. I'm kind of curious now, because maybe we could be going for a more spread out. And maybe... that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you could spread out, but do you really want to gamble that nothing will then make it into... the targets that really matter? All right, the God's Eye is per side. There we go. So if we look here, yeah, we have 76 Tomahawks because we didn't take much, and then maybe another 100. So 200 Tomahawks divided amongst about a dozen targets leaves us maybe around 20 Tomahawks each, of which some will, of course, be shot down by enemy air defense, enemy fighters, and enemy ships. So, yeah, it'll be far from any sort of guarantee. I suppose I can add one more retaliation strike. No, I can't, actually. because I'll probably have to let the scenario play out a little bit first, um, so we can get eyes on the Chinese battle group. Because ultimately, the strikes that I'm going to plan are the how do I want to do it actually? Because ultimately, we have a lot of anti-ship missiles at our disposal. Not a lot, but some. Let's see. Let's plan this out to a degree now. Okay. So we have 38 long-range anti-ship missiles. We could technically be throwing Tomahawks in, but we won't. So honestly, what should happen is the fleet should use, if they get eyes on, once the E2s are up and they get eyes the um, on the fast attack craft, what they will do is probably divide that 38 missiles between the two of these, so that would be almost 20 missiles apiece. Which may sound like a lot, but again, remember the fighters will have opportunities to shoot them down. Point defense systems will have opportunities to shoot them down. The frigate leaders have opportunities to shoot them down. And they will... So we're going to split those between the two groups in the hopes that we can sink at least some of these assets. And then that will free up all of our aircraft to basically go in and knock out the Shandong carrier battle group, which I think it's fair, or like a good decision, because then we have their defenses are obviously going to be even heavier than these guys, because these guys have multiple, frontline combatants, destroyers, and a cruiser. They have aircraft, obviously. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Postures. Unfriendly. Unfriendly. We can fix this. I might have to change their ROE. Okay, so YJ18. We will give you your YJ18 back, as I am a benevolent god. Nope. 8. There you go. So they are grouping orders. Yeah, I think what happened is I advanced it, and I think that because I gave them a pessimistic engagement profile, or an optimistic engagement profile, they're just like, oh, hey, there's an unknown, let's just shoot at it. So I think that's what that is. So let me edit that doctrine real quick too. Sides, right? China doctrine ROE. Gauge ambiguous targets. Optimistic. Maybe it's not that. I don't know. Let's. I'll save it now, because at this point I think I can still recover things. I'm just curious if I hit play. Are they still going to engage? He is still engaging. Which, of course, once the U.S. sees that, is going to be a big deal. But what we can do here, you'll see we do have control over our submarines. I'll have to find out why he's engaging, but like the U.S. now, oop, that was a blip of something. Oh, they're picking up the jammers. That's interesting. Not that they'll do much at this range, but they show them as over there, though. Oh, it's about where they are, actually. They're further south than I thought. Okay, yeah, this is getting a little out of hand, so let's reload that. I do still feel that it is a doctrinal issue. Edit side. Unfriendly. Unfriendly. Save. I don't know why that undid itself. Switch to China. Edit sides. Doctrine. ROE. Oh, right. Oh, that could be because of here, mission specific contacts, and we'll leave that as optimistic for now, and we will reset everyone, and now we will save again and see if that solves the issue. No. Why are you guys engaging? And he keeps replacing it too, so yeah, I think it's I think it's because the engage unknown targets. Apparently, I'm going to have to reset the sides every time because it probably sees that I have a mission queued up for against the Chinese, even though it's not activated, or at least it shouldn't be activated. Oh, here, inactive. There. So if I save it now, hopefully it'll be like, okay, it's inactive. Which, unfortunately, because I don't know how to do some of this stuff in Lua, that means I have to be a little more of an active participant than I would have liked in the scenario, but that's fine. You know. Ignore ambiguous targets. Do not engage opportunity targets. Weapon release authorization. The cub clones. That should do it. I hope. Save. Deal with the problems of that later. Or maybe they're just. Are they set to? Are they set to? Is part of their mission to just engage unfriendlies too? That could be. It's active. Actually, I don't have a mission for their carrier, so meh. Nope, they're still launching at this guy. They're just launching at the whole group. Well, at least they aren't wasting munitions on our naval base. I am a little curious how this is going to play out, though. They're launching all their fighters, too. So, and I don't have those missions set up for the U.S. Navy side yet. Now, they should be launching their AWACS soon, though. Oh, they got one airborne, it looks like already, or about to be airborne. Suppose we could have a little fun. I was hoping for like a waiting period, but it's already picking up the emissions from those missiles. That's kind of funny. Now keep in mind, until those Hawkeyes get airborne, the Enterprise battle group won't be able to really see them. Okay. They should be... Oh, is it not executing the mission? Oh, we are paused. Which is good. Because... Oh, I'll have to just say those are triggered right away. Whoopsies! There we go. There's two on the flight deck, though, so they should be airborne relatively quickly. SIGINT, Satellite, Skunk. Okay. Oh, it's the satellite coming overhead. That's the reason we can see some of this stuff. Alright, so now... Yeah, because they're showing a ship down there, too. Which... These are huge uncertainty zones. Because there's obviously no... We know from the God's Eye view there's no ships down there. Okay, so we know there's some missiles around here. Alright, the first E2 is airborne. Now, I don't know if they inherited... Or no, it's not airborne. It's just rotating. You'd think it'd be airborne right now. Yeesh, on elevator. Do I have? I don't even know anymore. I gotta... Okay, you guys have to launch... I don't know why you aren't launching. There. 80 seconds. I don't know why they aren't launching. Because I thought... We tested this. It worked. So I don't know why all of a sudden... What mission did I... Yeah, they're both assigned. Whatever. Whatever. There we go. CI3. It's on mission for supporting South. Okay, it won't matter for this. But he's also on support South. But there, now we will have radar coverage. And as they gain altitude, you'll see their coverage should expand. Oh, these are helicopters. Okay. How high are these guys? 4,000 feet. So they can already see more than the fleet. Snoop Tray Goblin. Subsurface content. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I did set their sonars to active, so we will have zones to hunt Chinese submarines in, which that's going to be fun doing those. And they sent out a lot of super Frelons. Vampire, vampire, vampire inbound. Close and resume. So now we should see... Actually, they should engage immediately. Okay, they've gone active. They see it all. So now, what I would do is we're like, okay, we're under attack. So in the mission, we will say this is inactive, waiting for trigger, activate you, triggered. And I can't assign. So now it, oh, okay. Oh, that worked. That worked. Okay, good. So now they are all turning around, return to base. And they are also starting to throw out missiles. So actually, just for shits and giggles, let's boot up the 3D view here since we've already gone on long enough. Oh, actually, what I forgot to do too is go to the mission editor here. Is now this airfield retaliation active, triggered. All right, now if we 3D view, pop that up. I don't want to see. Recenter this. Did it break the group too? I think it did. Whoops. Why are you... Ah, they're still trying to fill out their original mission, which is weird. And this isn't upgrading or updating the way I wanted it to. Let's try rebooting that. But in theory, they should... play? Oh, you know what? Okay. Alright. Well, they are all turning around, it seems, so there is that. But you can see they let loose with a huge volley of missiles there. Unfortunately, I don't think my... I don't think my mission for the... for this works. I don't know why. I guess that's a multi-domain strike tool. That kind of blows. That invalidates this episode, but we can see the first wave. They are jammed from these guys, I suppose. But we can see, for now at least, the battle group is not having any problems taking out that wave. Alright. Now, I don't know why they haven't launched a second wave of missiles yet, because they still see these guys coming in. Maybe they're just waiting for them to get into range. You ain't out of missiles, I know that much. Is it because they changed mission? Is that it? I might have more issues to resolve. In all honesty, though. Little low on ERAMs, out of range. But do they? Oh, okay. There we go. Wait, what? What? What are we launching? Oh, they are automatically launching the long-range anti-ship missiles. Okay, I don't know. Oh, that's right. They do have a land attack mode, so I suppose they're... I don't know what the fuck they're planning. We're going to... I think they're rerouting them based on where these emissions are coming from. And, what are you trying to hit with this? Alright. What are... Oh, the hypervelocity projectiles. Wow, they're actually selectable. So at least we get to see how they perform. Again, I don't know why they weren't just using missiles, but we have one of our destroyers firing those HVP rounds, which are supposed to be the new hotness here. Although they are proving fairly ineffective. I am curious to see what the message log says. Give me the raw. Let's see. They are up. Oh, they managed to get one, but I want to see what kind of modifiers they're. Can I seriously not move? Base modifier 30%, intercept angle head on, hit probability 52%, speed minus 50. Oh, so they have like a 2 to 3% chance to hit each. All right, well, I can see how they would not be having a huge success rate then. Okay, we have the enhanced Sea Sparrow missiles coming online. So those should easily take out the rest. Honestly, if they can use the 157s or the 127s to reduce the number of missiles they have to expend, that's pretty good economy there. So they're redirecting this one to try to intercept him, and he missed. Oh well. Let's see, we do have sanity now in our long-range anti-ship missiles. Except for this is kind of stupid because they're just going to get shot down by that group's air defenses. But we can see the carrier did survive the first the first salvo. I'm going to have to clean some things up here, I think, because obviously there's some unintended behavior happening here. Yeah, it doesn't... Ordering them onto the new mission really kind of fucked things over, so... Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but we learned things. We can see we still have a fair number of missiles left. Some are certainly down a lot more, but excuse me, the ones, the Midway in particular has 56 ERAMs left, so yeah, they're in good shape. I suppose now we can see how the, okay, this leg makes more sense. I do want to see how the Chinese defense fares. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I suppose it couldn't handle that at the 15x speed, too. As you look right now, and... oh, that's why I sent all the Frelens up, because they're the, yeah, they're the AWACS for their group. So let's see how these guys fare. They should be firing in self-defense, but honestly, they just popped up. They probably need 15 seconds to orient and act. So, and to even know they're under attack. Because I'm sure... because especially the small ships probably don't have much of a... oh, wow. The one long-range anti-ship missile was enough to take out the... they aren't even in range. Oh, that sucks for them. They aren't even in range. Unfortunately, the long-range anti-ship missiles did not use their... they're supposed to have a re-attack capability where... or, oh, you know what? It's probably because they just hit the targets that they're still above surface, so they still... see, that one recognized, oh, that one's been hit, so I can re-attack. That's what they're supposed to do. That is interesting. I expected them to be able to get some defenses off, but... so my missions are going to need a rework here, I guess, is what we're learning from this. Okay, so... but look at that. With the long-range anti-ship missile, they just wiped that battle group out. Like, they never even had a chance to respond. And some of that is because of the changes in Command Modern Operations. If we go... let's say... I gave you a name. Oh. This is service group there. Group composition. Here we go. We look at the Jingdao, we can see ODA cycle. Detect 5 seconds just to detect. It'll be 23 seconds for them to target. And then they do have a current gen combat system, so that's in their favor. But you'll notice that's like 30 seconds before they can even get off a missile, which is about how long those or not too much longer from what those missiles had. And just because the player can see it doesn't necessarily mean the individual ships can either. Alright, so now we are... yeah, so I think this is going to change. And we're basically going to have 2 salvos. I'm going to have to make it so we have 2 salvos. One launching from all the ships, which unfortunately invalidates the land-based salvos. But apparently I can't trust the Chinese to not just straight up attack the Americans. So now they do get some warning, but with the these guys in their radar, they do get about 40 miles of warning, which is more than or less than what the US group had. They're seeing... how are you being seen? Oh, I guess the helicopters can see that far out on some of them. Are these Tomahawks? Are they launching Tomahawks too? These are faster. Yeah, so these might just be Tomahawks. Which would explain why they're being seen earlier, because they don't have the stealth features. I really wish those helicopters weren't all bunched up either. I suppose I should have designed like 3 different Oh, how bad is the radar? It's been 3 minutes since I've seen contacts. So they don't even have a solid lock on them. These guys, they got kind of a solid lock, but that's because they're being seen by the battle group now. Which now, if we drop down to speed 1, and even the battle group doesn't have a solid lock on them. Look at that area of uncertainty there. Okay, it's like on the one hand, you don't want you want to disable all these pop-ups because they do get annoying, but on the other hand, you don't want to miss, a missile being detected, even though it wouldn't be the end of the world because all the units are supposed to be able to defend themselves. These guys broke up their group too. I don't know what's with that, but you can see he's trying to evade. He should be launching weapons. There they are. HHQ-9A, now that he has a solid lock, which is only about 8 miles out. What are their hit probability? They're pretty good. Although the missiles have pretty good defensive jammers built in. 35% chance, which obviously isn't high, but normally it's pretty low. So, oh, that's the type 52D. So that's not the type. Was it 50? Nope, this is it. The Ren High. So yeah, they knocked out that first wave, but that was a small wave too. Oh, the other group is sinking. They got hit. So we can see, at least in terms of surface fleet firepower, the USN reigns supreme over the seas. I don't know, I suppose I could give these guys an extra destroyer. I think that's kind of overkill. But now we got these Tomahawks coming in. What is going on here? Yeah, these guys are just flying by, so I don't know what the hell is going on. They should all be heading. I assume these are all the submarine launched weapons too. There, so now so now things should be a lot more dire for the and they should turn on their own active radar seekers, which they should be able to find targets. Let's see here. I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have coverage out that way, but I can't give them sensors or comms information. So I'm kind of surprised we could redeploy them, since we should be out of line of sight comms at least. Yeah, they're all... I bet the jammer is probably blinding them, so that's interesting. Because they should be going far more to the north. We plot them, of course, there. Maybe they could cut through some of the jamming. But yeah, this is why I want to... yeah, see, they're just impacting surface. So there, I suppose the jammers are working as intended. Oop, this one potentially locked onto something. They're burning a lot of defensive missiles, though. Why does this guy have individual orders? He shouldn't. Obviously not the most economical use of attack missiles, but this is why a northern station would be nice, because they might actually be able to cut through some of the jamming. But this is a pretty interesting exercise, I'd say, at least with regards to we've seen what both sides are capable of from their surface fleets, and well, I'm a little disappointed in the U.S., but then again, our AWACS isn't operating at full capacity. Apparently, even with inactivating that mission, they yeah. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to keep that return the base mission inactive, but I'll probably override their default mission and send them on back over to Manila. And then probably figure out the rest from there. So thanks for watching. I know this was a long episode, and we kind of didn't get a lot done because everything broke. But we at least learned things, and learning is part of the process. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time. And stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.